It's Adrian from demcrumbliestech, and today I'm looking at the GVM 600S ring light. So you can see this is a pretty sizable ring light, much different in size than like the portable ones that you see for cell phones and things like that. So let's take a look at the features, like how bright it is, and see if it's worth the price. Alright, so in the package you get this carrying case. You also get this power bar here, and you also get these two power cables, and these are to power the light rod separately. I'll explain that. So in the unit you get the main housing, which is the ring light, and you can see there's indents here where you would attach the lighting rods, and it comes with 6 lighting rods. At the back of the unit, there's this display here that shows you color temperature and brightness output. And you can see down here, this is where the power cable goes in. There's an on-off switch here. And then there's 2 power ports here, and that's where those other 2 cables that I mentioned would go in. So you have the option of attaching all 6 lighting rods in here. And then you can also attach 4 and then have 2 of them off to the side, which is what these 2 power ports are for. Now, looking at the lighting rods, so you can see there's a metal connection here, that's where it grabs power. And then on the side of it, there's a power port here. And that's where you would plug in those 2 cables if you wanted to have like one light here off to the side. And now all 6 of these lighting rods, they have a power port. So, you know, you're not picking which one. You could just pick any of them off to the side and it'll work. Lastly, you get this like tripod bracket. So what you can do is you can attach it to the bottom of the ring light here. There's also an area to attach it here. So I think the most common is probably going to be to attach it back here. And then you can see you have these threads here. So you could attach a camera body here and then just have your camera lens shooting right through. So next I'm just going to assemble it real quick, and then we're going to do like a light demo. All right. Almost forgot, but the unit also comes with this tripod just for the ring light. So it's adjustable from, I believe, 32 to 87 inches. So for assembly, it's really easy. You just take each of the lights and you just align it into this area here. So when I put it in, you can hear that, you know, there's not a click or anything like that. So that one is a little bit of a click. It slides in pretty easy. But there's no like button to press to release or engage. It just kind of goes in there kind of like by friction. So that's something to keep in mind if you're going to be assembling and disassembling this all the time. It is an all plastic build, so you got to be careful with it. So here it is, fully assembled, pretty easy. So what I'll do now is I'll plug it in, and then we'll take a look at what the brightness and settings are like. So I'm back with the fully assembled ring light. So right now the temperature is set to 32, and it goes from 32 to 56. So I'm going to turn the brightness up. So right now it's at 0. That's at 1% at 32K. This is 10%. Let me go all the way now to 50%. So that's the 50% power output at 32K. And then I'll go right to 100. So that's how bright it gets at 32K. Now, if I switch it, this is at 4000K, and now we're at 5600 Kelvin. So that's what the light looks like at full power at 56. And then let me just back it right back down to 50. That's it at 50, and then let's go to 10. That's at 10. So you can see there's a lot of adjustment. That's at 0, 1. And then from 1 all the way to 100. So you can see it's a pretty powerful light, quite bright. Now what I'll do is I'm just gonna put it on the tripod that it came with, and I'm gonna turn it on, and then we're gonna see how much it fills in like some of the shadows on my face. Right now my light is mounted overhead, so there are some shadows here, so let's see how well it does at filling those in. Okay, I'm back. The light is set up, and it's about 40 inches away from me on my left side here. So right now it's completely off, so this is what it looks like at 25%. Okay, so that's at 25%. You could see it's kind of like filled in more of the shadows now. So this is what it looks like at 50%. Okay, 50%, I'm looking kind of at the monitor. It is very bright. It's fully illuminating my face, but just if you're gonna have it further back from you, here's what it looks like at 75%. Okay, and then finally at 100%. So you can see it's like really bright. It's fully illuminating even the background here. So this is at 100% at 5500K. This is going to be at 3200K, and right now it's at 0, but this is what it looks like at 25%. So you can see very warm, nice glow, and this is what it looks like at 50%. Keeping in mind that this is 40 inches away from me, so you know, if you're going to be further back, you could really crank it up. Now 75%. And finally 100%. So there it is, maximum brightness, 3200K. Okay, so the light's at 5500K, the brightness is at 100%. And now I'm just gonna show you what the different color temperatures look like. So I believe it goes down to 32K. So this is what 32K looks like. So you can see it's very warm now, and that's at 100%. Okay, so just summing up, I wanted to show you guys a quick demo. So I do have an overhead light here. It's like a falconized LED light with a softbox and all of that. And that's my main light. That's what I've been using the whole time. And this light is gonna be like a complement light to it. So right now this light is on 5500K at 100%, about 40 inches away. And you can see I have like pretty much full illumination with the top and then this light directly in front. Now I'm gonna cut this main light that I've been using just to show you what it would look like if you were gonna buy this. It's just like your only light source. So here's the top light cut, and now the only light source is the ring light at 100%, 5500K. And if I look at my monitor, I can see like my face is still nicely illuminated, so you could get away with just buying this ring light and just using this. Of course, if you have like another light like overhead, you know, it is gonna make it, you know, much brighter, but definitely if you're just starting out, this one ring light will get you most of the way there. I'm back and I'm actually super impressed with the quality of the light. It really provides like nice even illumination. Now that I'm looking at the monitor, I can see on my face. The light is really nice, very smooth, not too harsh, even though it's only about 40 inches away from me. It does have kind of like a matte layer, I guess, or just like a matte finish. So that does help with softening the light. You don't need to buy anything extra. So just like some tech specs for those of you who are interested. So it ranges from 3200 to 5600K. It's a 90 watt light. Like I mentioned, you have the 6 light rods. Right now, all 6 are attached. The intensity, you can go from 0 to 100, so a lot of room there. When I have all the light rods attached, the total diameter is 31 inches. So, you know, you need a decent amount of space to accommodate it. And you also have the option of just using the ring light. So you could just not plug in any of the light rods if you wanted. And if you just use the ring light, just as like a basic setup, then that's about 7.5 inches. All right, so if this video was helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm always gonna be doing these kind of like camera accessory videos, maybe some like phone and computer stuff later on. So if that's what you're interested in, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.